March. And oh my goodness, Dr. Greg S. Reid, how are you doing?
So good, even I want to be me. And by the way, right here
Yes.
is my Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award. Thanks to you, young lady. Thank you very much.
You're so welcome. Well, Greg, we're excited and we cannot wait to hear what you're going to pour into our viewers for this evening. Take it
Well,
away, Greg.
I will, but it's wonderful to see you. And thank you,
Yes.
Ken, and thank you, cast of all these amazing people that have come together as a collective. So, for those of you who are new to me, my name is Greg. I'm an author, speaker, filmmaker right here in San Diego, California. As you mentioned, I've been published in 156 books, 45 different languages, a couple honorary PhDs, and even a star on the Walk of Fame. But I tell you that because the important thing is I'm dyslexic. I can't spell, I can't read, I can't write for Jack. If you play me words with friends, you'll win every single time. And I learned a valuable tool is that you work your strengths and you hire your weaknesses. And I'll say it again. We work our strengths and we hire our weaknesses. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but when you write a book, you do something called a query letter. Basically, it's a short little synopsis that says who you are, what's your message, why are you an expert, and who's going to read your book. Well, when I did my first title, it was called The Millionaire Mentor. What happened is I sent out 8 of these query letters every single week. And I go to the mailbox the following week to 8 rejection letters. In fact, I was turned down 268 times in a row. And the 269th publisher said, we're going to go ahead and have faith in you. We're going to publish your book. All we want you to do is change the title, the beginning, the middle, and the end part. It was, I'm telling you, I'm dyslexic. It was like dog, boat, beaver, car. And I asked them, I said, what do I do? And they said, get a ghostwriter. And they recrafted it where people would want to read it. Where I would tell a story and say, hey, a boy wants a bicycle. Courage. He gets off his backside. He mows lawns. He makes money. And now he's got a bike. They would recraft it and say it was a glorious Sunday afternoon when a young bright-eyed lad caught the entrepreneurial dream. And they'd make it in a way that, again, would inspire the lives of many. So much so that one quote from this book was shared 37 million times. You might have seen it on a coffee mug, a t-shirt, a bumper sticker, something of this nature, but it actually came from this book that was turned down that many times. It's all about goal setting. It says a dream written down with a date becomes a goal. A goal broken into steps becomes a plan, and a plan backed by action makes your dreams come true. Famous quote shared 37 million times from a book turned down 268 times in a row. So rather than share with you all the latest projects I've been working on, this is the one I want to focus on because this is the one that ignited so many other projects that have gone on to motivate and have people see all that is possible. And so I highly recommend everyone get a copy of this or at least go there and leave a 5-star review if you do me the honor. But here's the important thing. People don't believe I was turned down by so many with all these accolades and awards and stuff. Yet, but bam, look at that. Those are all my rejection letters. These are all the people that would told me every possible reason why I could never be an author. And I realized something very special. We can never let another person or ourselves talk us out of what we know to be true. Not what we hope, not what we wish, not what we believe, but we know in our heart of hearts. For example, I knew that I could be an author. I just didn't know how. I knew I could make movies. I just didn't know how. I knew I could do live events. I just needed someone to show me how. And the secret of success comes down to one simple philosophy. Successful people seek counsel and failures listen to opinion. I'm going to say it again. Successful people seek counsel and failures listen to opinion. What's the difference? Well, opinion is based on ignorance, lack of knowledge, inexperience, like family friends who've never done what we're about to venture upon. Counsel is based on wisdom, knowledge, mentorship, people have already paved the way. If I go to a family friend at the barbecue and say, I'm going to become an international best-selling author, they're going to try to talk me out of it to protect me, to keep me safe because they know I'm dyslexic. And guess what? They've never written a best-selling book. But if I sit down with Mark Victor Hansen, who wrote Chicken Soup for the Soul, sold 1 billion copies, he's going to say, Greg, sit down. Here's what you need to know, and give me counsel based on wisdom, knowledge, mentorship. If we would spend our activities only seeking counsel and ignoring people's opinions, that is the day, that is the moment that our lives would change. And the Millionaire Mentor, I promise, will do one simple little thing. It'll help separate yourself from the 95% who just dream of success to the top 5% who make it come to life. And the easiest explanation is because, look at this. I got pictures and drawings in here. No big words were harmed writing this book. It is so quick and simple. You can read it on an airplane ride just from Los Angeles to Las Vegas. But the best thing is there's golden wisdoms in here that literally will remind you of all the things that we can do. You see, right now in this world, we don't need another mentor. We don't need another life coach. What we need to do is have a mirror mentor. And what is that? That's where you look in the mirror and go, hey, knucklehead, this is what you need to be working on. Because only we know that what we're truly lacking, but more importantly, what the steps are that we know we're willing to take to move forward. The fact of the matter is, like Les Brown says, we got greatness inside of us. Let today be the day that we share it with the world. Renee, thank you very much for having me on today. I love you and appreciate everything.
Absolutely love you as well, Greg, as they're unmuting, getting me an opportunity to come back on the screen. There we go. And my goodness, your words are always encourageable. First and foremost, guys, let's make sure we go and support his incredible work. Not only do we want to leave those 5-star reviews on Amazon, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to order that book. You already know, and we're going to bring it to the community as well, so we can truly be in tune and engulfed in your information. And I love the fact that you just kept it simple, Greg, like you always do. Greg, you know, being that person that always know how to take it to the next level, give the viewers just one more word of encouragement of why is it important for them to take action and own up in their very own lane. Can you please share that with everyone?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you one little golden nugget and I'm gonna get out of here. It's
Yes.
an acronym that stands for CPC. Clues, C, P, patterns, C, choices. It's about accountability and responsibility that everything happens. It all happens because we're the ones who are attracting it. And it's about accountability and responsibility. I'm gonna show you how it works. I'm a single guy. If I go out on a first date and the woman's amazing and she's 20 minutes late, that's a first C. It's called a clue. But she's awesome. I want to keep seeing her. So every time I pick her up, she's 20 minutes late. That forms a P, which is a pattern. Now it's my C, my choice, whether I deal with it, I yell at her, I break up, I tell her a different time so she shows up on time. But it's not her fault. She's just late. Stop trying to change people to fit into our own little paradigm box because no one wants to be changed. But we'll see someone with a bad reputation in business. They cheat your best friend. You do business, things go wrong. You're mad at the person. You saw the clue, you saw the pattern, you made the choice. It'd be like seeing a rattlesnake rattle, bite your kid sister, you pet the snake, get bit, and you're mad at the snake. Looking back in life, rarely will we be angry at relationships that failed or negotiations that fell through. We're going to be mad at ourselves because we saw the clues, we saw the patterns, but we made our choices late. If you feel it, take action.
Absolutely love it, guys. There you have it. Not only Dr. Greg S. Reid poured into us, but truly take action. We appreciate you and continue on keeping up the great work, Greg.